This ain't no regular thing. I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking and talking me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm a champion. The game is in trouble, I've been in my death for the piece of the puzzle, I got it for real. Still keep me going, I wake up and hustle, you won't see me buckle, I've been in the field. Man of the town, you been in your fields, I'm adjusting this crown. Call me your majesty, either that or your tragedy, we shutting everything down. I'm being hot like somebody put a candle on them. Off top, I don't really stand opponents, this mine, the moment is run out and start a bunch of pandemonium. More game, I got some, the skill is bar one, y'all done, the game in the coffin. Referee screen, rest in peace, and think twice if you next to me, it's West. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean, this for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking and talking me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm a champion. It's our repetition, I'm stacking these trophies, I'm good with addition. I spit like a pastor, I give you the vision. Up early morning, enough of the sleeping. My life is a dream, but you wishing you lived it. Haters get livid, my pocket's Pacific, that's deep if you get it. So Tempur-Pedic, I sleep on the critics. Don't feel like competing, I'm hearing these tickets. Whoa, let me switch the flow, a new bounce. Coming to the den with a lion, I'm gon' pounce. Know I've been a king for a while, got a ring and a crown. That's the bling with the blow, what the team is about. Champions, you can tell by the ambience of this sound. Referee screen, rest in peace, and think twice if you never see me, it's no doubt. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. If you talking and talking me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean, this for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking and talking me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm a champion.
Guys, as y'all see the thumbnail, I know we see the thumbnail. I know we see the thumbnail, guys. I don't know what just happened, but that's okay. We still here. I said we here and we still here. We ain't going no goddamn well. But with that being said, welcome. Welcome to the basement. Welcome to the GIST NFL. Welcome to the NFL Roundtable. And especially, welcome to the Sports Recap. Guys, yes, those are all three channels that we roll with, that I'm a part of, that I'm affiliated with it. Two of those channels, we got a co-workers. We are a co-workers, a co-channel host, a channel holder, whichever you want to call it. With my man Taylor Bell. Shout out to brother Taylor Bell. Hopefully all is well with him. I seen they had some flooding down in Texas. Y'all be safe down there in the Longhorn State. But before we get too deep into it, let me go over this. I don't know if y'all seen the latest news or what's going on as far as the college world. They did have some breaking news a little bit earlier with Coach Prime, a.k.a. Coach Deion Sanders, Coach Sanders, whichever you want to address him. You know, I hate seeing that news, man, because I know the effects of cancer is the C word, as a lot of people like to call it. I had my great-grandfather pass of colon cancer. My father even thought he had a scare with cancer. My wife lost her father from a prostate cancer. So that C word is rough, right? A lot of people go through it. A lot of people have to deal with it, whether it's them directly or maybe indirectly with family members, like extended family members, friends, coworkers, or loved ones. But shout out to Coach Prime. had to have his bladder removed earlier, part of the season, of course, because he had found a cancerous tumor in it. It was discovered by his doctor, and they had it removed. And so he wasn't able to really do a lot of normal duties during the month of April. He used that time to recover. For those who know, Deion's getting a little old. He's getting a little up there. He's 57-year-old at the time. And he had a procedure. It was in Texas. He dropped about 25 pounds after the surgery. But now he's just 12 pounds, I think it said, below his normal weight. He spent about 3 months away from the team, trying to recover, trying to get back to somewhat of what we consider normalcy. But I seen a clip, that is really, really challenging. And look, we all gonna have to face it where we think we're gonna make it to the 99 or 100 years, or we only make it to 25. There's gonna be a time where we're gonna have to meet our maker. We're gonna come face to face with the Most High and deal with that, and we're gonna move on from this beautiful world. But one of the things I was listening to him talk about making sure he had his affairs in order. One of the things was a living will, make sure his children are good, his family's good. Because there's going to be a time. We all going to have to face it. So he was talking about how morbid it is and for some people uneasy. I know for me, yeah, it felt that way. And I was like about when I first got one done. And of course, me and wife was talking about making sure I was updated and taken care of. But those are things that you have to do. I know I was talking with a buddy of mine. He was talking about getting his daughter a life insurance policy. He said, "Daddy, I'm only 27. This is true. Doesn't mean you won't be long. You're gonna live the rest of your life out. That's not guaranteed. Guarantee you're gonna move on. It's all about when. Guarantee you're gonna meet Jamaica. It's all about when. Nobody knows the time of the hour that you're gonna punch your clock. And I don't mean to take the show this direction, but after seeing that Deion Sanders story, hey man, it's hard not to. Because it's a sense of reality. It's a reality check for a lot of people. So, man, prayers go out to the Sanders family. I hope he has a speedy recovery and this is not a long-lasting situation and that he's able to continue to move on and live a long and successful life, successful college career, or successful in whatever he decides to do, even if it's no longer coaching. I wish Coach Prime nothing but the best. But let's move on to a lighter subject, something a little not as heart-wrenching, but definitely satisfying. Cortland Sutton, who was one of my sleeper quarterbacks in fantasy football. For those who don't play fantasy football, shame on you. You're missing out on a lot. It's fun. It's very entertaining, and it allows you to appreciate football in a different form of fashion, right? It really does, because now you're not just concerned about just your team or just your team in your division. Now you got to be concerned and worry and have knowledge about every team in the NFL. And so that's what I have, and that's why I love to play fantasy football, because it's very entertaining. It's very fun, very lighthearted. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going to tell you to put your house payment up, put your rent up, put your home up, put your whatever up. But just have fun amongst your fellow man or fellow woman. Right on. See my man J-Dub's in the building. Right on to you, J-Dub. Hopefully all is well, big brother. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the kind words. But my man Courtland Sutton signed a 4-year, $92 million extension, included a $41 million guarantee. So shout out to Courtland Sutton, man, for getting that bag. Get that money, young blood. Get that money. Like I said, he was one of my sleeper receivers. I think he's like my 4th receiver I ended up having. But I was really able to benefit with the likes of Courtland Sutton. Another thing is going on and in the college world. You know, I was watching the ACC media day. And so, you know, looked like Clemson is ready to be back on top of the ACC. There was a year or so where they was kind of down and not the normal Clemson, but guess what? They back. Preseason pick for Coach of the Year is Dabo Swinney. Offensive Player of the Year possibly is their quarterback. I don't know who the dude's name was. I forgot his name. Defensive Player of the Year, preseason defensive player, it was one of their cornerbacks. Was it cornerback or linebacker? I don't know, one of the two. No, I think his number was 47. I do remember seeing him all over the field in the highlights. So I got to watch a little bit of that. I watched a little bit of the Big Ten as well. I caught the tail end of that. I didn't get to see who they picked as a preseason Player of the Year or Coach of the Year or anything like that, but I watched the tail end of it. Of course, Ohio State still the team to beat right now. Oregon's going to definitely challenge them. And I don't know. It might just be those two who really a rematch of the Big Ten for the title game. Of course, they got to play each other in the playoffs, and unfortunately for Oregon, they suffered a bad end of that ass kicking because they got beat the brakes off of them. So, you know, and in the regular season, Oregon won the series. I don't know, I think it went like 14 to 21 to 14. I think it was the final score. So it wasn't like it was a blowout, but in that playoff game, oh man, it was some nasty work. Ohio State put that can to whoop ass and said, here, we serving it up, ready to eat, enjoy. And that's what they gave them. Old-fashioned butt kick all the way to the championship game. But there was a little bit of football tease that I was able to get this weekend, and it was very enjoyable. I love it. You know, I love football. But then I got home, because this weekend me and the wife went out of town. We went to the Jazz Festival, the Cincinnati Music Fest, as they call it now. Had a good time down there. Had a whole lot going on. Good and bad, let me say that. Unfortunately, some of the bad stuff was going on, man. They had some issues where some individuals was out there assaulting people. Unfortunately, it looked like maybe it was a racial thing because a couple white folks was assaulted by these young men and women down at the festival. Now, I didn't see none of this activity. It wasn't actually at the concert because the concert was more of an older crowd, you know what I'm saying? 40 and up. So it might have been down there with the vendors. I don't know exactly where it was. It's just a shame that it happened. You know, you never want to say something like that. That's crazy work. I hope they do catch the people who was doing the assaulting. Put them in jail, let them serve time or whatever means of punishment that they feel like they deserve. Do that, because I think that was totally uncalled for, very disrespectful, and I hope they are dealt with accordingly. My man says, "Cool chef, let's go live." It's thank you. Let me say that first for my compliment of my chef. Now, if I had a wider version, you could probably see more, but My shelf goes from one wall to the other, and it's full of action figures. I'm a fan of action figures as well as Funko Pops, as well as album. But I'm going to definitely give you the opportunity to display some of my Funko Pops. I will show you that when I display my album and my Funko / action figure of the week. You'll see it shortly if you stick around, my guy. But I see you said go Lions. Well, now that's when I think we're going to disagree. And I really don't have a lot of animosity for the Lions or the Lion fans because they're not really what I call a thorn in my side, a pain in my ass. They really don't annoy me, right? I mean, it's more sympathy because the Lions never win shit. Every once in a while, they come up and win a division. But as far as Super Bowl and champions, yeah, it's not their MO. Now, there was a time where they won in the 60s. They do have a title. I can't say that. I can say they do have a title. They just don't have that Super Bowl title. That elusive Super Bowl title has been avoided now for a few years now. Do they have a team to do it this year? I don't know. They lost a coordinator. His name is Ben Johnson. Now he's with the greatest team in NFL history, we known as the Chicago Bears. I'm a fan of the Bears. You know I'm a fan of the Bears? Because I see the writing on the wall. You know I see the writing on the wall? Because of this.
We are the Bears, shuffling through, shuffling on down, doing it for you. We're so...
Our time is coming. I don't know quite when. And I hope I live to see it. But our time is coming. You pay attention. It might be in the next couple of years. I'm just saying. But that's my team. Hold on now. Hold on now. Hey. Ain't shit funny. We the real deal. Well, y'all ain't shit. Well, hey, look here. That's cool. Look, take your shots while you can. Because our time is coming. I promise you, our time is coming. I mean, when it does, you're not going to be able to say shit to me. Matter of fact, let me tell you what you might end up doing. You might unsubscribe because I'm going to be an asshole. I'm going to tell you right now. When my team start winning and we win a Super Bowl II, I'm going to be the biggest asshole you ever see. Like, man, I keep talking about these goddamn Bears all the time. Everything about the Bears, everything about it. You goddamn right. You're goddamn right. We ain't won since 86, man. What am I supposed to do? I got a lot of pent up testosterone that I need to let out on these YouTube streets so I can brag and talk and boast about my Bears. I ain't really had shit to brag and boast about, but that's okay. My time is coming. I'm telling you right now, it's coming. I don't think it'll be this year, and it may not be next year, but the year after that, that Lombardi trophy. We got a nice display. We're going to put it on. In Hallis Hall, we got a nice display. We can put it on. I'm telling you. And then when we open up that new stadium that we in the works of building, it'll be a nice display there too. Can't wait to hang that banner up. I promise you I can. Now, the realest thing you said right here. The NFC will be a bloodbath next season. Thanks to y'all better than even the Vikings. I agree with that. Because right now, the Vikings are going to be riding with a rookie quarterback. Yeah, I know J.J. McCarthy's second year, but he didn't play. So if he decided to do good, he's eligible for Rookie of the Year because he never played a game. You know who else did that bullshit? Emmitt Smith. Some bullshit. I didn't like it, but that's what it was. They did that shit in the NBA too. I'm just saying. We're not gonna keep talking about these goddamn Detroit Lions like they the shit like that. We're not gonna do that now. Now I know they play a preseason game on Thursday, and I will be watching. Why? Because I love and need to watch some football. I was watching the UFC, the UFL football. I was watching that. I was so jonesing for some football. College is right around the corner. But my love is NFL. We got football Thursday, guys. We got a preseason game Thursday, Hall of Fame game. Hall of Fame game this Thursday. Can't wait to watch it. You know, I'm a fantasy football guy, so I got to see who's looking good for the Chargers and the Lions. Is there some possible draft picks that I will be making from each of these teams? So I got to make sure I'm well aware and abreast on the situation, on what's going on. I will be watching it. But let's get back to it. When I was down in Cincinnati, they had a baseball game going on. So the Tampa Bay Devil Rays was playing the Cincinnati Reds, a 3-game series, which the Reds swept. I'm not a baseball guy, and I'll be the first one to tell you. That's not my thing. That's not my ministry, but that's okay. I talk about God's sport, and that's football. I talk a little basketball too, college and NBA. I like talking about college football too. We're going to talk about all that. We here. But NFL's king around me. NFL is king. And we got to talk about it. So, as far as the NFL, Terry McLaurin is made it to training camp, but has no contract. They jerking my man around. I don't know why they doing this to this man. I hope they don't think Deebo Samuel is going to be the wide receiver that's going to carry him. He's not. We all know Deebo is kind of injury prone and he's limited on what he can do. He's more of a gadget player. We all know that Terry McLaurin could take the top off the roof. He's good on the crossing routes as well as the deep balls. So I don't know what they're waiting on to play these games with him and his contract. I think he deserves it. Look, Jake Daniels for sure benefited from him. When you got a whipper like Terry, man, he's gonna create some matchup problems. And with him taking the defense, the shit, sometimes you're on a double team and taking them downfield. So now you got 2 less defenders that Jake Daniels has to worry about when he takes off and run. But we're going to see how that goes. Hopefully they're able to work out some type of deal. I mean, all the top receivers pretty much got their signings out of the way. I mean, you had Chase, T. Higgins. You had Lamb. So you got a lot of your top receivers pretty much taken care of. I think Terry's the only one really left that I consider a top receiver. Now I know your boy Terrence Jennings from the 49ers made me feel like he's a top receiver. I don't know why he thinks that. Because maybe he's going to have an opportunity to get a little more PT because Deebo Samuel's no longer there. Yeah, okay, that's cool. He may. Brandon Ayuk's still trying to mend from the injury. And he got his bag, but he's still trying to get healthy. So really, Terry's probably the biggest name that's going to really come up for a contract. Like I said, announced earlier, Court Sutherland just signed him a $92 million deal, 41 of it guaranteed. Can't wait to see the Bears tie up with Jesus Christ, the Dolphins for Super Bowl trophies with 2 apiece. CJW taking shots right there. That was the slide remark you took right there. And I don't mind you talking shit to me, but you at least got to put in your super chat. Don't do me bad, J-Dub, with this, these sly insults you try to take at my squad. That's okay. I'll tell you again, my time is coming. It's only about when. It's all about when. Guys, in case y'all didn't know, like I was saying earlier, I'm into fantasy football. So with that being said, I got a fantasy football special on August 11th with my man Chris Allen. You can definitely link up with him and find him on Twitter. I got first introduced to him. He was doing like a video conference on Yahoo show. And Chris Allen, good guy, man, does great work. Has a lot of knowledge in fantasy football. Can't wait. Then you got individuals like this. I'm just trying to figure this out. Well, he talking about Raiders. What the Raiders doing? I didn't know they still had a team. I mean, they can't decide on what city they want to be in. 1 minute is Oakland. Next minute is in Los Angeles. Then we back to Oakland, back to Los Angeles. Now they said, the hell with the state of California. We moving to Las Vegas. What is it? What we doing here? Here we go. Now we won't spread this propaganda. We not only don't know where we actually want to set our grassroots and plant our seed at, we won't put out this propaganda of 12 wins. We know it's going to take 2 years or maybe 3 seasons for Tommy and your Raiders to get to 12 wins. I don't think they're going to be able to do it in one season. We know that's not going to happen. I mean, last time y'all was doing that was probably, 2004, 2005, when you had Rich Gannon. And Charles Woodson was playing about the Tuck Rule by Tom Brady. And here we go again. Look here, man. If that man wins the Super Bowl, I don't give a damn what color his nails are. I care less. It's 2025. No judgment here. Tommy, no judgment here, Tommy. None. We're not going to judge that, man. Said we did it with Derek Carr. Well, Derek Carr ain't coming through them doors no more. Derek Carr said, I'm putting in my paperwork and I'm retired. So that's no longer an option. Now you're riding with Geno the Bum Smith. Yeah, I don't know what his plan is. I don't know what he going to do. You know, we'll see. Now Ashton Gentry's going to suffer for the next 3 or 4 years of a contract of his rookie season. And then you know what's going to happen? He's going to get up out of there. He goes, I got to go. Winning is not a thing right here in Las Vegas. Even at the slot machines, we can't win shit. I'm just saying. Now he says, my man Geno, go ahead. Going to hold it down. Hold what down? What's he going to hold down? He ain't going to hold shit down. Let me tell you, we're going to hold down his head because he ain't going to be winning a lot of games down there in Vegas. House ain't winning on this games. I'm just saying. Yes, Max did resign. Congratulations to Max Crosby. But you know something? He's going to spend the next 4 to 5 years of losing every time. So, Max, you might want to demand a trade after year 2. I'm just saying. Of your new deal. Yeah, get on up out of there, young blood, while you still got some youth left in your legs. Because if not, they're going to ruin you just the way they did Khalil Mack. He said, we believe in Pete. Yeah, okay. There's a reason why Pete's no longer in Seattle, because they no longer believe in him like y'all do. But who am I to tell y'all how to feel? Go Raiders. I'm just saying, go Raiders. I don't see no win for them. Look, let me get off of this football because while I was able to go down to Cincinnati, and like I said, they had a baseball game going. Me and my wife got to go to the Jazz Fest, which is called the Cincinnati Music Fest now. We was also able to go to the Big Three, right? We was able to go to the Big Three, and here we go. So me and the wife went to the Big Three, got to watch the game. It was really enjoyable. This is my second time seeing the Big Three in person. The first year they had the Big Three, they came to Kentucky. It was in Lexington. I went up there to see it then. And they was in Cincinnati. I didn't find out they was in Cincinnati until Ice Cube came to the Music Fest doing intermission between the show. He said, Cincinnati's going to be in the Big Three, and wanted to welcome people to come out and enjoy the Big Three. So I told the wife, I said, let's go to the Big Three. We here now. So we got the opportunity to go and really enjoy the game. It was fun, very entertaining, great games. It's I say this about the Big Three. I'm going to be ready to fight every other play. You a hater, Tommy. Khalil Mack was on fire until he got to Chicago. That's a goddamn lie. He had his best years in Chicago. He said the Big Three is fire. Hey, I enjoy it too. I enjoy watching it. They'll be in Houston next weekend. So we was telling the kids that they'll be in that city. So y'all might want to go check it out. So I enjoy watching the Big Three. I don't know if y'all know, they looking to expand. As y'all know, they're starting to adopt the cities for each team. So hopefully, because I know we trying to get a NBA team here in my city. They also talking about getting not arena football, but a UFL team here, and we're one of the, I think, 3 cities that are in the running. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully we're able to get it, because there'll be something to do. That'll give me an opportunity of getting my football fix. But as far as the Big Three, I'm hoping, they're able to make a couple more trips here. Like I said, we got the arena for either between Lexington or Louisville, where I'm at, to house an NBA team or a Big Three game. So we'll see how that goes. Tommy said, for sure we need one in Oakland. I know. Hold on. Tommy, y'all need something in Oakland, because right now y'all ain't got no sports program, do you? I think the Athletics, as they used to be called, they move. We know the Raiders are gone. I don't even think y'all the NBA play in it. Does the Golden State play in Oakland? He said, Miss Hick, move you to Texas anyway. No, maybe now a possibility. And I said it's a possibility. I don't know if it's a strong one, but it's a possibility. Tennessee is a possibility. I don't know. She's been talking about moving to Nashville. That's one of them destination cities we're talking about. So when I retire within the next 8 years, we talk about moving to Nashville is a possibility. I don't know. We'll see. I said she's going to be on her loading my damn chat up with that bullshit. Yeah, let's move to Nashville. She for sure want to move back to Dallas or Fort Worth, whichever one you want to call it. It's all the same. It ain't but 5 minutes away from each other. He said, look, I heard that stuff. That's what she wants. Nashville, Tennessee is the place she wants as a possibility. So I don't know. See, I'm talking about time. See what you started. I knew it was gonna happen. As soon as I say something about it, she can start flooding my chat with this bullshit. God damn it. We can't do this. We can't do this. Let me get back to sports. I'm not gonna let y'all get me distracted because I got these beautiful people in here. And shout out to every last one of you here. But I need for y'all to do me a favor. I need for y'all to hit that like button.
Push the goddamn button.
You goddamn right. Push that like button, guys. Take the time out right now to hit that like button. I promise you, I appreciate you. Every last one of you.
Push the goddamn button.
And if you ain't pushed yet, I don't know what the hell you waiting on. A court order. If I need to send the sheriff to your goddamn door in order to make you push that button, I will do that. Just tell me where you at. He said, Mrs. we believe in you. God damn. That's some nasty work, Tommy. Trying to get me to move, trying to get me relocated. Hell no, I really don't want to do it. But let's get back to it. So, as y'all seen, like I said on the thumbnail, we have football Thursday, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. And for all my brothers and sisters on the West Coast, 5 p.m. Pacific. Can't wait. Like I said, I'll be watching the game strictly for fantasy reasons. I got a fantasy draft coming up. Well, I got a few fantasy drafts. I ain't gonna lie. I say few. I got a lot. Like about 8. Don't tell my wife. Don't tell my wife. And I don't know if y'all just heard it, but it's about to storm. So, guys, in my power go out, y'all please forgive me. Please forgive me. Hopefully it don't. But it looks like it's about to get nasty and get down outside. That's okay. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna work through this thing. But like I was saying, Thursday football preseason Hall of Fame game between Detroit and the Chargers. So I don't know if y'all know, just recently the Chargers just re-signed their offensive lineman to a nice contract. So they're trying to solidify that offensive lineup for Justin Herbert. Mario Hampton, I like him as a running back. He's a rookie from the University of North Carolina. A possible number 2 running back if you are into that NBA, NFL draft of fantasy football. I like him. Damn. I mean, you get this dude right here is a certified hater. God damn. Tommy, don't be like that, brother. I mean, I know everybody in y'all conference is busting y'all head. I mean, spitting y'all shit to the white meat. You know, I don't know that, but God damn, is this what we saying? That's the Chargers? Is that how you feel? Some nasty work. Oh, and then you got this guy. Look, I ain't seen this dude in forever. And he's preaching the same propaganda he's been doing for the past 3 years since I know him. And it's Lamar Jackson MVP. Well, last year he didn't win no MVP. The real MVP won the MVP, and his name was Josh Allen. I'm just saying, the real MVP is Josh Allen, not no fake ass Lamar Jackson. When playing in Mexico this year, I think that's what it means. We're playing in Mexico. I guess the Raiders play against the sorry ass Ravens. Battle of 2 scrubs. Well, I mean, I could either watch that game or watch paint dry. And that paint dry and watch sounds a lot more entertaining, but I might have some fantasy football tides in there between Ashton Gentry as a possible running back for my squad, or Lamar Jackson may be on my fantasy football team. I don't know. You never know. They really don't have nobody else I would want on the Raiders. I mean, God damn, they terrible. Geno Smith is not a good fantasy football quarterback. I do like Ashton Gentry as a possible first-round draft pick. Now, I wouldn't pick him early. It will have to be more so 7th or below, right? So if I had the 8th pick in the draft, I would take Ashton Gentry. Now you're right. Bowers, Brock Bowers. He's a good tight end. I take that back. Y'all do that too. That's it now, Tommy. I mean, don't come name some other clown on your goddamn squad. Brock Bowers and Ashton Gentry. That's the only two you got. We're not gonna go no further than that. I mean, don't waste your time or your characters of typing. There ain't no more. Well, don't worry about it. Tommy, don't worry about it. We're going to do it this season. Huh? 12-4. I'm sorry, because we play more games. 13-4. That's my prediction. Birds only got 2 what? What you mean? 2 what? Tommy, what you saying? I don't know what you're saying. 2 what? What you mean? 2 what? Oh man, I know you. You got Tommy. You got to explain yourself. What does that mean? 2 or what? The Birds only got 2. 2 or what? What are we talking about? I know you ain't talking about possible fantasy options because that's a goddamn lie. First round picks in a fantasy draft. Shame on you for being so delusional. Shame on you, Tommy. You better stop drinking that silver and black Kool-Aid. Shit gonna kill you. But as far as the Chargers, I do like Justin Herbert. I like Mario Hampton as a possibility. The only thing about the Chargers, man, they got Quentin Johnson, man, but he's not. I wouldn't look. I got that guy on my no draft list. I ain't gonna front. He would not get drafted by me. And you can't. And the thing about it, it's really hard to pinpoint one wide receiver. Now, and I like that Caden, with a K for the Chargers. I do like him, white dude. But as far as anybody else, man, I would. I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. As far as any other receiver they have, and it's one of those things, though, right? They don't have like a number one receiver. I mean, but they got a collective of guys that can really maybe put up some stats. And that's something in a situation like that, you don't draft the receiver, you just draft the quarterback. Right? Because there's no one in particular player that I could just pinpoint say, hey, he's the number one receiver for the Chargers. There's not. Now, you could probably name some guys that could possibly be that. But just on one flat out straight number one guy, he's that dog, he's that guy, he's gonna do what he got to do. You don't know with the Chargers with them, and so that would be a type of team that I would just draft the quarterback and just let them watch him spread the ball everywhere, all the way around as far as the offensive setup is, and just enjoy. Now, you just also got to know what type of coach he's got. So Jim Harbaugh is a run first type guy. He likes that ball control offense. He really does. And I think that's why he got drafted as a running back, a good, tall, big running back who's going to be able to, run the ball hard and pound the defense and going to give him hell. I don't know about Najee Harris. I don't know. He had that incident, with the fireworks, of course, and remind me of like the Christmas story. For those who don't know what the Christmas story is, you shoot your eye out, kid. Well, I guess Najee Harris didn't see the movie. He didn't realize if you get the red rifle, you'll shoot your eye. He didn't get that memo. He just ignored it. He said, "The hell with it. I don't believe in that mythical story." Ho, ho, ho. And he shoved the kid down the slide. The kid tried to stop. He stopped for a second. "I know what I want." He said, "You shoot your eye out, kid." And he said, "Ho, ho, ho." And as he put the boot to his face, and he goes down the slide, along with his little brother, with his onesie on, his onesie snowsuit. Boy, that's old school right there, boy. Y'all don't know about the onesie snowsuit, boy. Y'all don't know anything, boy. That's old school. I remember having one as a kid. But really, Omarion Hampton got the backfield pretty much to himself. Najee was okay. He was never that bell cow back type. Not even at Alabama, really. He always had to share the backfield at Alabama, so he coming to NFL had to do the same. To the point, Pittsburgh said, "Hey, we done." They wiped their hands up. They said, "We done. We can't. We appreciate your service. We appreciate you being here, but it's not what we wanted. It's not what we thought we was gonna get." And it's funny because Pittsburgh's always been known for them bruiser backs. They never been known for them fast scat backs. Saying them guys catching a lot of footballs out of there. That's never been a thing. They got them old big bruising backs. You had Jerome Bennis and Franco Harris and your boy Foster. Y'all remember him? Back in the days. What's your boy name? Was Bam Morse was another one. Jerome Bennis was another one. Now, they did have your boy, number 39. What was his name? Damn, I can't think of his name. They had him for a while. But they've, in my opinion, they was more of the big bruising back. That was their thing, right? I remember my man, the Merle Hodge, the Great White Hope. Le'Veon Bell, back in the days. What's some other running backs they used to have? There was one of those clumping, plotting type running backs. World Class says, "And now, what bees was y'all saying?" We were just talking about how bad your sorry ass team is. That's pretty much what it was, World Class. We just being honest with you. Tommy said that y'all play in Mexico. So I guess y'all gonna have a head-to-head game in Mexico. We'll see how that goes. But that was their thing. That was Pittsburgh's style. They got them big bruising running backs and run with them. But unfortunately, I guess Najee Harrison just wasn't what they was looking for. So they was ready to move on with him. And that's what they did. Now, Did he get a fresh start at San Diego? Yeah, but now he's hurt. And we don't really know how serious this eye injury could probably be. I'm sick of y'all taking shots at my squad. I'm sick of this. Quentin said, y'all got a diva at quarterback. Need to take care of that. Well, look here, brother. I mean, it could be the case. I don't know if he's a diva, like you say. It might be a little overboard with the insults, brother, but that's okay. He could be a diva if you want to, long as he wins a Super Bowl. I'm okay with that, too. He said Tommy don't have a voice in football because his Raiders fans, which is a JV rugby team. Hate is real, and it's showing right there in all in world's class statement. He said, Bears 6 wins maximum. See, that's that bullshit I'm talking about right there, world class. That's that bullshit. You preaching this propaganda that's nowhere near the truth. Now, this past season, 6 games, I can agree with you. We had a bad coach. Our offense coordinators was like in and out. Didn't have no offensive line. We needed help. We needed some serious help. And I could believe we only had 6 wins then. But in 2025, we got a new coach. We got an offensive line. We got some weapons for my man, Caleb. I think we're going to have more than 6. We're going to double that amount, world class. Whether you believe or not, you hating ass.
What's the goddamn button?
Now, one thing you shouldn't be hating on, that's hitting that goddamn like button. I need every last one of you guys who are here and under my sound of my voice to hit that like button.
What's the goddamn button?
And if you are watching on replay, I need everybody who is here under the sound of my voice to do this.
What's the goddamn button?
Regardless if you're here, you ain't here, you think about being here. I need for y'all to push the goddamn button.
What's the goddamn button?
Hit that like button for me, guys. I promise you, I greatly appreciate it. I really do. Tommy said, Mexican watch football at the world class. We talking about football. You a hater, man. You a hater, and the truth ain't in you. 12 wins in 3 seasons. You need to stop this. I'm telling you, we're going to win 13 games, 13-4. That's my prediction right now. I'm telling you right now, my prediction for the season is 13-4. 13-4, whether you want to believe it or not. But you know something? Another thing about the Detroit Lions, I give them a lot of credit, man, because they really, with Dan Campbell, really brought that team to a respectable level. Dan Campbell hires the great people to assist him. Unfortunately, they no longer with the program. You know, Aaron Glenn is now with the Jets, and Ben Johnson is now with the Chicago Bears. So I think they're going to take a minor step back now. Will it be enough of a step back to allow other teams to grab the reins and maybe win the NFC North? I don't know. I really don't know. I think it's like my man said earlier in the chat. I think it's going to be a dogfight. I really do. As my man said, it's going to be a bloodbath. I agree with that. I think it's going to be a lot of great matchups. I think it's going to come down to that final game of Week 18 in order to crown NFC North champ. I don't think it's going to be ran away like it was in other seasons. Now, last season, it came down to the last game between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions, and that was a great game, a great inning. That's how you're supposed to play. For Detroit, they ended up winning and beat Minnesota twice. But there's a new sheriff in town, Minnesota. There's a new sheriff in town, Green Bay. There's a new sheriff in town, Detroit, and that's the Chicago Bears. Whether you want to believe it or not, we're going to be the team to beat, man. I really, really am looking forward to the NFL season. I see a lot of great things to come. As far as the Bears, I like what we've done so far. I like what we have done as far as our young players. We got all our rookies signed. Everybody's in the fold. There's no holdouts and nothing like that. Now, we do have a few injuries that we got to address. But, you know, they're on their way back. No problem. And Big Ant 11, his old ass is here with his lying ass. We're not gonna hold it against him because he lying. Stop lying. He said, stop lying. What I'm lying about? You know what I'm not lying about? About my squad. You know why? See, I may not know where that's from, right? You got to be an old school Nintendo fan to know that's the sound of Tecmo Bowl. Y'all don't know about Tecmo Bowl. That's the shit. Back in the days when we used to play Tecmo Bowl, where we used to be in the room Sundays after church, we having Tecmo Bowl tournaments. We playing for push-ups because we ain't got no goddamn money. We broke. We ended up playing double dribble and Tecmo Bowl after the church. 21 and under skunk. And you know what happens. They end up getting on 14-0, they quit. And once you hit that reset button, your game's over. Move on to the next one. On to the next victim. Tommy said Bo Jackson was unstoppable. World Class said Tecmo. Big Ant said, Bears and Cowboy fans be lying like a bum. Damn. I believe the Cowboys do because they ain't got no choice. Them Bears, we going to be all right, dog. Big Ant, we going to be all right, bro. You keep paying attention to us. I'm telling you, watch what I say. But back to what I'm saying about Detroit. I think Detroit still got a lot of young pieces in place where they're going to continue to be successful. Now, I know they did lose their center. That could possibly be a problem. Like I said, they lost both of their coordinators, offense as well as defense. But I like the nucleus that we have, man. I like our coaching staff. We putting something good together that's going to really help out a lot of young players, man, that's coming to the league, second-year players, all that good stuff. I like to see that. What I'm hearing as far as the OTAs and the camps is how Ben Johnson's really being hard on Caleb, holding him to accountable, holding him and I can't even get it out, holding him accountable. And how he runs the team, how he plays. They was doing a couple plays wrong. He pulled them out and put the second team in. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got a certain standard that you plan on having and that you want to hold your team to. In order to do that, they got to do it right. It's not like he's done one time and then, no. After the second time, though, he said, hey, go get some water. Watch from the sideline. Allow the sideline to coach you up because it's obvious you're not listening. And he brought the second-in team in, and they was able to do what they had to do, got them a couple reps in. So shout out to Ben Johnson, man, for what he's doing, man, and the program that he's trying to put together for my team. See, some of these things I'm not going to respond to, like World Class, with this hateful rhetoric. This hateful rhetoric is going to hurt you, brother. It's going to hurt your soul, and I don't want to see that for you. I want you to be good, but you're going to be a hate all your life, and there's nothing I can do about it. Tom the same way. He said, you said that last year. I'm going to say it every goddamn year, Tom. I don't give a shit. I was saying every season till I get it right. I would say it's every season till I get it right. And then when I get it right, I'm going to brag my ass off. Y'all go to hell. Y'all kiss my grits. I don't care what you think. I'm going to keep saying it. Make fun of me if you want to. I don't care. One of these days is going to come true. At least I'm hoping it does. With that being said, y'all need to go hit that like button for me. Hit that like button. I appreciate it.
Push the goddamn button.
You goddamn right. Push that goddamn like button. But with that being said, I want to show y'all and make sure y'all know my album of the week as well, the Funko Pop of the week. With that being said, here we go.
What a symphony, setting it off, letting it off, beginning. Fuck till the ending. You never been in the move, the groove with the smooth rap lord, like a bottle of juice. Rhymes are being poured down your ear, crisp and clear as I prepare to wear, tear and smear. Then I'm out of here with the mark left that you can all cling. Cause rocking a party, yo, it's a small thing. I rip many places on regular basis, and broken down mics were the only.
Marley Marl, Volume 1, In Control. That's the album of the week. And we have Saul Goodman, Jesse Pinkman, and Heisenberg, a.k.a. Walter White. And those are the Funko Pop of the week. And then we have this bullcrap. Y'all better block me when the Ravens win the Super Bowl. I'm telling you now. Well, we'll never have to block you, World Class, because we all know why. Boy, it's raining sideways out there. What? It is raining sideways out there. Hey, let me do this because I'm not gonna say all up because it's storming outside and I don't want to deal with all that drama and bull crap. And plus, my wife is a little superstitious. Things gonna come through the window and get me. So with that being said, I got some baked spaghetti on the stove that I'm about to go break bread on, along with some garlic bread because my wife loves me. At least I think she does because she cooks for me on a regular basis. So I guess she doesn't love me. I don't know. With that being said, I appreciate every last one of you guys for being here. Shout out to you for being here. Hopefully y'all do me a favor and do it and hit that goddamn like button.
Push the goddamn button.
You goddamn right. Hit that like button. Shout out to each and every last one of you guys for being. Continue to rock with me and continue to putting out videos. I got another Basement Members Only video that I'm going to be putting out here shortly. I need for you guys to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to the Basement Members Only video, what are you waiting on? You're missing out on some great opportunity to see behind the scene content. And I would never want that to happen for you guys. So with that being said, I will definitely make sure I drop it in the chat so you can subscribe. Right on. And if you ain't subscribed to my channel, I need for y'all to do that too. I need for y'all to do that too. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. If y'all ain't subscribed to the channel, what you waiting on? What you waiting on? What you waiting on? It's the place to be. I promise you it is. But with that being said, I appreciate every last one of you guys being here. Hit that like button. Continue to rock with me. And I will be doing a show on Wednesday. Looking forward to it. I haven't completely decided what I'm going to talk about, what I'm going to do. May do another reaction to the that mountain edition of Pop the Balloon because it's so ratchet and crazy, but it has to be talked about. I don't know. You never know, man. I don't know. Still up in there. But also, this Wednesday is the eve of the start of football. The football season starts on Thursday, and I can't wait, man. And let me say this right now. Good luck to everybody's team but the team that plays mine. And then whoever plays my team, I hope y'all lose every goddamn game by 25 or better. FGB, F Minnesota, F Detroit. I appreciate every last one of you guys. But the team you root for, F them. I ain't got to say the word. Y'all know what I mean. With that being said, I'll catch you on the next one. Right on. Y'all be easy.